Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. I'm going to jump right in today. Today's topic: don't skip the process of accepting support. Today's mug said, "Let your faith be bigger than your fears." Can I tell you, I needed that message today for myself. Sometimes the messages that I talk about aren't things that I'm just telling you. Sometimes it's good for me. So today I want to talk about the process of accepting support. I don't know about you. I'm much more likely to offer support to other people than to be open to receiving support from other people. And some people say that's rooted in pride, and they may be right. I grew up in a family where we weren't allowed to ask people for things. Outside of our family, we don't ask people for things. And so I learned how to ask for support and accept support from my family. I can call my sister and ask her for anything, but it's highly unlikely that when I have a need, I'm going to reach out to ask anybody else. And I realized that that's not really a healthy way to exist in the world, because we all need someone. So I wanted to talk about what are the 4 steps to the process of accepting support. Well, the first one is recognizing that you have a need. This is a really dark season in my family's life. We've had a lot of death and loss in my family, most recently yesterday. And it was really hard for me to reach out. I called my sister, and my sister was doing a survey in a class and couldn't take my call right away. So I texted one of my sorors and took the risk of asking for prayer. And she immediately texted me back and said, "Hey, I'm stepping away from a meeting and I'm praying right now, but I'm going to call you today because I got to hear your voice." That was big for me. That was really big for me. People do, "Oh, pray for me," but she knew that I meant it because I was very intentional in texting her and saying, "I need prayer right now." And I really, when the darkness set in yesterday at one more loss, I really needed prayer. Now, the second step is being clear about what you need. People can't read your mind. And so it's helpful if you are able to tell people where the need lies. Good morning, Stephanie. Where the need lies. Yesterday, I knew specifically what I needed. And so it didn't take me long to be able to respond to my soror and say, she said, "Do you need anything else?" I said, "No. Right now, the darkness is setting in and my heart is so heavy, it feels overwhelmed. Just pray. That's all I need." There might be a time when you need something else. You might need something practical. You might need someone to take you to get groceries. If you're sick, you might need someone to pick up your medicine. You might need somebody to transport your kids. So the first step is recognizing that you have a need. The second step, don't expect people to read your mind and then hold them accountable for the fact that they cannot. Be clear with people about what your need is, because it opens up the opportunity for people to meet the need. But if you don't tell them what it is, sometimes what we do is we do emotional blackmail of people over things that they have no knowledge of. They don't know what your need was, and because they didn't meet it, you walk around with an attitude. Next time you see them, you're like, yeah, I remember. So make sure that you're clear about what your need is. The next thing is be open to different types of support. Can I just tell you, people have given me support in ways that I didn't expect it over the last couple of years, and they showed up in ways that I didn't know I needed. But I was open to that, and it has opened up and broadened my base of resources. I have more access to resources, not just for myself, but for the young people that I serve. Because there are people who came alongside me at different parts of my journey to offer support that I didn't even know to ask for, because I had to be open that the way somebody offers me support is different than the way someone else does. I know someone who ain't never there for you in life, but will show up for you in death. Seriously. Ain't never there for you in life, but will show up for you. And I realized that's their love language. That's where they're most comfortable operating. And so I had to learn how to be open to receiving that. And especially in this season with all the death that has come upon my family, I've had to be open to, this is how they show up. They don't show up for me in life, but they definitely show up for me in death. And I said, you know what? I love the fact that you want to show up for me at all. So be open to different kinds of support. It might be emotional, it might be financial, it might be spiritual. Be open to receiving however people feel that they can pour, because that might be all they have in their basket. There's a song that says, but little things count much when we place it in the master's hand. So whatever they offer to us, say, Lord, I thank you for sending them and offering that up for me. And finally, when people show up to offer support, the final step, express gratitude. When people show up to help, good morning, Yolanda, express gratitude. Recognize that you have a need. Be clear about what you need. Be open to different types of support. And finally, don't ever forget to say thank you. It doesn't cost us a dime to say thank you. And then, once you've been blessed, pass it on. Show up to support someone else, even if they don't ask you. I'm the Amazing T Street, but you know what? There's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. Whatever you do, don't block your blessings or someone else's by skipping the process of accepting support. Don't skip the process. It'll be worth it. Have an amazing day.